do? Episode 2 of Lowdown Sports Podcast.
What's going on?
I'm Jackson Stone.
I'm Chase Roberts.
Matthew Linden.
Will Campbell.
We've got an action-packed episode today. A lot of stuff has happened literally since we just started filming. What was that, Tuesday night?
Tuesday night.
So we're going to jump into conference realignment. And then, what else
Round 2, baby.
Well, round two. What else we got, though? We got first year head
coaches, predictions for the season, a team.
I've got my own little segment. Coaches I'm excited to watch.
Yeah, coaches to watch.
I like that.
Pac-12 is in shambles, for sure.
Pac-12 is officially dead.
Yeah.
There's only 4 teams left. I don't know what's going to happen with that. We've got Washington State, Oregon State, Cal, and Stanford left in the Pac-12.
The Final Four.
Final Four.
As of right now, if 2024 started today, they would only have 4 teams in the conference.
And I think they've got, 7 bowl tie-ins? I think I read something about 7 bowl tie-ins.
They got a lot of money to pay.
So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see that. But, yeah.
Let's talk about the teams that left the Pac-12 starting
Utah.
in 2024. The Utes are leaving.
Come on, baby, throw up the U.
We talked about
Shout out
Washington
Utes.
last episode. They're leaving.
Washington, Oregon.
Oregon. Both Arizona schools, ASU and Arizona.
Arizona State.
UCLA and USC, they've already going to leave.
Yeah.
But I guess the rest of them saw that they were leaving. They packed
their bags.
the bag and said, we're out of here.
Bags.
I don't know how I'm going to feel about the Big Ten. You know, they just gained 4 extra teams.
They've also 18 teams now.
The Big Ten?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Supposedly 9 teams each division. There's 12 games in a season. How are they going to make that
Are they going
work?
to go? I think they're going to do divisionless.
You think they're going to
format, probably.
Well, I don't know how they're going to
I would
So they
assume
just
so.
play a certain amount of teams for each
Yeah,
division?
kind of like how the Pac-12 was and the
Big 12.
Big 12 and
division,
Pac-12
yeah.
were divisionless.
Yeah.
So that's what the SEC is going to be doing also in 2024. So they're probably going to have a certain amount of teams, a certain amount of non-conference games, and the top 2 teams go to the conference championship. Now it's going to be interesting because the Big Ten since I was born, has really been controlled by Michigan, Ohio State, Wisconsin. Roughly. There's been some extra teams.
Mostly Michigan and Ohio State.
Yeah. But that's going to
Some oddballs in there every now and then.
Yeah, some oddballs.
Iowa hasn't been besides last year.
Iowa, Nebraska one year back in 2010 maybe. It's been a
We
minute.
want to talk about Nebraska.
Do we want to talk about the Huskers?
Shout out the Scourge.
I think that's the first thing we should cover.
Should we talk about the
That's
I
Scourge?
think we talk about the Huskers schedule.
And also
And
the
Matt Rule.
4 teams that also joined the Big 12 in Colorado, Arizona State, and Utah. That's also going to be interesting. Because
I love a good new coach.
for me with the Big 12 is the Utah BYU rivalry.
Is the Holy War
It's still alive now. It's still alive.
Come on.
You know what? Whoever wins, one team's going to go to church the next morning. So that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Of course.
But yeah, I guess we could talk about.
Do we want to do so? I guess we're going to just jump in.
We've
Jump
hyped
in.
up the Husker schedule. So
We hyped up the
I think
Husky.
you're the only person that is right to do this.
Me?
Yeah, go over the schedule and then we go over wins and losses.
And you give us your thoughts.
I have them ceiling 10-2.
Okay.
Just because I feel like they've got somewhat of an easier schedule besides, like, Michigan's tough. Purdue's always tough. Randomly, Purdue's always tough. And then that Colorado game is a question mark. But, yeah, they start off with Minnesota. I think that's a dub. Can't take them lightly, though. Colorado, toss-up. Northern Illinois, I think that's a W.
Yeah.
Louisiana Tech's a W. Michigan, I think, is a loss.
I got the L for Michigan.
Yeah. And then Illinois, I think that's another toss-up that I've got. But I've got them taking a dub. And then, obviously, no disrespect to Northwestern, I've got them as a dub as well.
They're in turmoil right now, Northwestern.
They are.
They're losing coach Hazing.
Hazing. Well, we could talk about that at some point, too.
Yeah, Hazing.
Yeah, and then, like I said, Purdue's another toss-up, but I've got them taking out a dub. Michigan State as a loss.
At Michigan State, it's
I've
going to
got
be
Michigan
Michigan
State.
State as L as well.
Yeah.
I think Mel Tucker's going to have a bounce-back year, especially for his first year being so good and getting that
I didn't
extension.
look at where they're playing.
You got them as a...
Yeah,
I
at
had them
Michigan
as a
State.
dub, but I wasn't looking at which stadium they're going to be at.
Yeah,
So I
East
think
Lansing is a hard place to
Yeah.
I'm
play.
going to change that to an L.
Then Maryland,
I think that's a dub.
I think that's a dub. Wisconsin, I think at Wisconsin,
That's going to be tough.
I have it as an L.
yeah, I have it as
I
an
got-
L.
yeah.
I think jump around's going to get to their head and they'll lose that game. I
Jump
believe, but who knows?
I got
Matt Rule's a good coach.
That's
I've got it as a dub. I got an L for Iowa.
Okay,
Nice.
Iowa.
Okay.
That's a sin to stay in the state of Nebraska.
Yeah.
So you better watch your mouth if you go to Nebraska ever.
I have big plans to go to Nebraska, you know.
I mean, nobody really likes the state of Iowa. I could tell you
Iowa
that much.
sucks.
There's not much to do
Nebraska's
in the state of
I mean,
Iowa.
I just
so
became
much better.
I became a fan of Nebraska this year. So
I'm just saying that's where you want
Go
to big
Tigers.
deer. We gotta go to Iowa.
Hey. Yeah, respect.
But I mean, for me in that schedule, I'm going 9-3, ceiling 10-2, floor 8-4. I think they have some losable games. I think they have some very winnable games. I have them losing to Wisconsin, Michigan, and Michigan State. I think Matt Rule's a good coach. I think he's going to get them, start hot and ready for the season. He's going to hit the floor running.
Now I will say,
Success in college at Baylor, not success at Carolina.
I will
NFL.
say, he was at Baylor and he was at where else?
I don't know before, but
I-
he was
I
at
was-
Baylor,
I
won
saw-
a Big 12
saw-
championship.
Yeah, but his first seasons at Baylor, whoever it was,
We're rough.
fact check me, I forget. They were rough. Hopefully that's not the case for the Huskers this year.
He was head coach at Temple and Baylor.
Yeah.
And he's
Okay.
also
And I think
a
he was.
coach for the Panthers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't do too well at Carolina. He got kicked out of Carolina real quick.
Yeah, they're horrible.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, when you got the quarterbacks he had, no offense, Panthers fans, if you're ever watching,
yeah.
some pretty tragic quarterback
Yeah,
situation.
Bryce Young now.
What do you think, Will, about their schedule? What do you think they're going to go? 9-3 again or 10-2?
I've got it 9-3.
9-3.
9-3.
Let's see. I've got the L against Michigan,
Mhm.
the L against Michigan State, and losing to Iowa.
Yeah.
I would. Hey, that's one I don't see.
I
But
know
if
it's
you
a
see,
sin.
If it's a different Iowa team from last year, obviously we won't.
well, if
know
Iowa
until
team this
first.
year can score the ball, so
If they,
score
if they
the,
actually play offense, then
I think really the toss-up game for me is that Colorado game.
That's what- yeah.
At Colorado.
That's what I'm thinking.
and it's the second game of the season.
Second game of the season, Colorado, no matter what's going to be jumping. Dion's there,
I
Prime's
mean,
there.
if we want to go back to it, two former powerhouses in the '90s.
Yeah, they're
mean,
trying to come back. The Skurs,
both.
the Buffs might be back.
The
Skurs and the Buffs, man. Buff Skurs. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun game. I'm actually excited for that one. Very excited for that game.
Yeah. What about
We want to move on to Louisville.
Louisville's new head coach?
Where's my? Give me my cheat sheet because I wrote some stuff down for this.
Take that.
I like Louisville.
Cards.
Cards.
Maybe cards. Go
Oh,
cards.
I was like, yeah,
Cards.
Cardinals. I was like playing cards. What?
This ain't basketball, so.
So it's not.
This
it's
is,
not.
This is off topic.
it-
Who was the pitcher in the World Series with the glasses?
I don't. Dude,
Oh,
he-
Luke Smith?
Luke,
Luke-
is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Luke
said
something.
F you to that guy.
Yeah.
So he said F you.
You remember
Slur.
with the red
Something.
specs,
Dumb.
maybe.
Yeah.
Um.
If you get shit talked by a guy with red specs, you got to start thinking.
Yes, you ever,
I think it was a backward skate too.
Yeah.
From what I remember, I think so. But yeah, Louisville. They got Purdue's old head coach Jeff Brom, also former Louisville quarterback. From what I've seen and read, it's a huge upgrade from Scott Satterfield, which he only had a 25-24 record overall being in Louisville. Hopefully, it turns out better for them than basketball. Granted, it's Kenny Payne's first year. Both former players. They only won 4 games in basketball. Shout out the Cards. But
Not
yeah,
good for the brand.
not good for the brand. But I'm seeing a lot of better Louisville basketball years ahead in the future. Jeff Brom's his best seasons were the last 2 years. 2022, he went 8-5. 21, 9-4. If we don't have to get into Music City talk, but very controversial.
You know,
the music scene.
Very
I'm not a big
controversial.
Tennessee guy or fan of Tennessee, but that was definitely a touchdown.
That was a touchdown.
That was definitely a touchdown.
We're not gonna talk about it.
And there's no
Sore
SEC bites in there,
Sore
but,
subject.
but you know what? LSU beat Purdue this year pretty bad,
Yeah.
so we got that get back
Thank
for
you.
the SEC.
Thank you for it. Yeah. So I think there's a lot of high hopes. in
You
my
know,
opinion.
Louisville, I bet they're excited.
They're excited. Oh.
Especially when a former player
Yeah.
comes back, especially he had success. They're probably looking at these last 2 years of those 8 and 9 win seasons and bowl bursts. They're
Yeah.
probably like, "Oh, this guy's going to bring us back to where we can compete
Oh,
again."
definitely. And
Where do you have them going?
it's a toss up too. I could see 8-4, 7-5, 6-6.
See, I'm right there with you. But
it's
my
just-
floor is 4-8.
It's a big.
Yeah,
What do you got them as their 4 wins?
They're 4 with Georgia Tech, Murray State, Boston College, and Virginia.
I was giving them the benefit of the doubt. I gave them 8-4.
Our prediction's 6-6. I think they go 6-6.
You're taking the basketball school over them?
Yeah. I'm telling you, Louisville.
Basketball school?
Louisville, the
Taking
culture
Duke?
there, and all sports have been pretty mediocre. I mean, you could see their
Wait, you talking about culture?
Yeah.
In all sports?
Most of the main
I was
sports.
about to say,
are
we were talking about Louisville basketball.
well, their basketball last year, the culture
Well,
was bad.
I forgot about.
Yeah, the
season,
culture was
season.
awful. I know a lot of Louisville fans weren't happy, especially getting smacked down by
Bellarmine.
Yeah.
Another Louisville school. Shout out Bellarmine.
Yeah.
They're the Louisville city. Or
But even Kentucky
Louisville's
whooping
team.
them. You know, I know Louisville people
talking
get
about football or basketball.
in both sports.
Both sports, yeah.
I mean, when you're getting smoked by your little brother or big brother, you
Yeah.
want to call it,
Definitely.
you're not happy. I
Yeah.
just don't think they're gonna have a great season. I mean, NC State's gonna be good. Notre Dame's gonna wax them. Pitt's gonna wax them.
Yeah. NC State's confusing to me. Just
I had that circled.
yeah. Just because I don't.
It's a Friday game too.
Who's replacing them at quarterback now?
Who knows?
That's what I'm saying.
I need to look into that.
we
Who
need to
knows?
do some more research on NC
I mean,
State.
Georgia Tech. I mean, the best thing they're gonna worry about is probably that GPA. It's a Friday night.
Triple option.
The only thing I know about NC State, I got a little fender bender back in the day on NC State's campus.
Oh,
I played a
Lord.
little baseball.
That's all you can think about.
I'm thinking Indiana's gonna take a dub too, probably against them.
I've got
Michael
Louisville
Penix
dub.
Jr.
He's
Former school. I think they're gonna take a
well,
dub.
Taven Jackson. I don't know if he's a starting quarterback there.
Probably not.
I forgot he
He
transferred.
transferred to
transfer.
Indiana.
Well, his brother Trace got drafted this year
and really,
in basketball, I believe.
I didn't know that.
Fact check me, but I think he did. Fact check
I'm
me.
not sure. He didn't have a whole lot of reps last year because if
It was
usually
usually.
it wasn't in the game,
it
it,
was-
had to be.
Yeah,
Joe.
handed ACL Hooker or Joe Milton was next up.
I will say I
He
met
does have a pretty cool hairstyle.
Yeah.
So,
Dad
I mean,
is-
he's got that going.
his
for him.
dad is great, dude.
Yeah.
I got to meet him at the Tennessee Bama game, which was pretty sweet. Good guy. I hope all the best for him.
He's going somewhere he can play.
Tennessee
more.
Yeah.
Bama game.
Yeah.
Gotta look at it.
One more time.
But let's go over their schedule.
Yeah.
Game 1 is against Georgia Tech on Friday. That's a Friday game.
Friday Night Lights, baby.
What's really
W.
weird about these first two games, the
W.
first one's a Friday and the next one's a Thursday. So they don't get a Saturday spotlight for the first 2 weeks of the season.
They played another Thursday.
Yeah, they play
Wow.
2 Friday games
Thursday
and
night football.
2 Thursday games this season. But first game, September 1st, Georgia Tech. Second game, September 7th, Murray State. Third game, September 16th, Indiana. Fourth game, September 23rd, Boston College. Fifth game, September 29th at NC State. That's their second Friday game of the season. Sixth game against Notre Dame, October 7th. Seventh game at Pittsburgh, October 14th. Eighth game, October 28th versus Duke. Ninth game against Virginia Tech, November 4th.
10th game.
10th game,
ahead.
November 9th versus Virginia. And 11th game at Miami, November 18th. And
And then-
final game, which they always fill out in the season against
Oh.
Kentucky, November 25th.
I've got that one circled in question mark.
I think Kentucky with Leary.
I have it as.
I think Kentucky's going to be all right with
Way.
Devin this year.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I think they're 6-6. I feel like the first year season 6-6.
Miami's another game that I've got as a toss-up. Just 'cause-
Mario Cristobal is a very. Miami's always like, you're there or you're not there.
and you
You
know,
got it, you don't.
Yeah.
if you want to point out one game that I just thought was their season, which shout out my dad's alma mater. How about them Blue Raiders out of Mid Tennessee State?
Oh, Tennessee State.
I mean, they put them on the
MTSU.
God, I love
Shout out Jack Julian.
map. Love 'em.
not in tennis anymore.
But yeah, I'm excited for Louisville season. I love Louisville basketball too.
What y'all boys think?
Any-
Will, Jack?
I'm around there with you. I got the 8-4.
Page 4. What about you?
Honestly,
Louisville.
with the ceiling, I've got 10.
I have 8-4.
8-4. So I have them the lowest at 6-6.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
I
I
think
got the L with Kentucky, L with
Mhm.
Miami,
Okay.
L against Pittsburgh, and an L against Notre Dame.
Okay. Okay. I think those are solid.
Yeah.
I mean, 8-4 is reasonable. That's their ceiling for me. I think they could. First year coaches tend to always have that one game or a couple games they, on paper, shouldn't win, but they do win.
I
Like Brian Kelly, there's a couple
Mine,
games he shouldn't have won this year, but he did
All
win.
these notes
so.
I took an hour
I
and a half
printed,
doing.
I printed the sheet off.
Yeah.
Whoa, hour and a half. Alright. Oh, anyway, my
Let's
bad,
run
my bad.
into Wisconsin.
Let's go to Wisconsin
Wisconsin.
football.
Wisconsin.
Shout
Luke
out
Fickell?
Drew,
Shout out my boy Drewski.
Yeah. Nobody likes the Packers, but sure, we can go for the Badgers.
I mean, the whole state of
I'll
Wisconsin.
shoot for the Badgers.
Nobody wants to be a cheesehead.
Aaron Rodgers didn't want to be there
I
anyway.
mean, I'm
why.
still holding the grudge from that Des Bryant catch.
the Des Bryant.
Oh
catch.
God,
It was a catch.
it was a catch.
It was.
Thank you.
Rest in peace.
I mean, I'll never like the Packers because of that.
But Wisconsin Badgers, they got Luke Fickell from UC. If you don't know what UC
Let me
is,
see.
University of Cincinnati.
Give me my cheat sheet real quick. Give me my cheat sheet. I've seen that thing.
Hey,
Luke
no-
Fickell
no,
is
no.
historically
No shares exist.
known for being the first coach to take a group of 5 team to.
Did you read my cheat sheet or was? Did
No,
you?
I didn't
wow.
do that.
Nice job.
I was
That
not
was
cutting
phenomenal.
That was good job.
All right.
The guy knows ball.
He just watches ball.
Oh, there's Luke Fickell is the first coach to take a group of 5 to the playoffs. Well, the semifinals. Let's put it that way. To the semifinals against Alabama. I think it was like 27-3 was the score, or something like
He's
that.
cheating. Yeah, he's got to be cheating.
Is it 27-3?
I didn't write that.
No,
down.
well, they got smoked. The highlight from that
Sauce
game, I believe, was a
Gardner
punter.
came in.
I think the punter put the ball within the 5-yard
Yeah.
line that game. That was the highlight of the game for
Little,
the
little boomstick action.
for the Bearcats. Well, obviously the Kelsey brothers are highlight of University of Cincinnati. Travis and Jason Kelsey, Super Bowl champs out of Cincinnati. But yeah, let's talk about this Wisconsin schedule. You
Yeah.
want to go over it with us,
Well,
Jack?
I can.
Okay.
I can.
He's going right. I got some more. I got some more notes.
Oh,
that
well,
were-
excuse me. You go over your notes real quick.
I just want to say they got a quarterback from SMU, Tanner Mordecai.
Oh yeah, he's good. I forgot about
A little over 3,500 yards with 33 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Not terrible stats. I mean, 33 to 10 is pretty good.
Yeah.
Some say that it's the best quarterback out of Wisconsin that they've ever seen.
Whoa.
We need to star that.
What about Russell Wilson?
Yeah, I mean, maybe not last year, but the years before.
Hey, you know what? Badger country.
Wow.
That's right.
That's
He did for a year. Then he went he transferred to Wisconsin.
But I think
that is
when
crazy.
people are saying that, it makes me want to put an asterisk by it, circle it, look at that name at the end of the season, see how it goes. But yeah, all right.
I'm gonna go ahead and take it as a double whammy. I'm gonna go where they're at, who they're playing, and I'm gonna go W or L. I've got Buffalo as a
Here's
W.
your cheat sheet back to me.
I've got Washington State. They're at Washington State. I got them as a W. Georgia Southern, got them as a W. I mean, Purdue, I've got it as a W, but it's at Purdue, so my mind is boggling right now. I'm not really sure. I'll give that a question mark. Rutgers, I've got a question mark as well. But,
I don't know much about Rutgers.
you know,
Jersey Bowl is different.
yeah, it
Jersey
could
Bowl.
be. First, Iowa. If it was at Iowa, I have a different decision, but right now I've got it as a W. Illinois, W. Ohio State, that's an L. It has to be.
Yeah.
Indiana and Northwestern, I've got those as both W's. And the Huskers,
Come
I've
on.
got it as question mark.
Come on, Skurs.
I want-
Come on, Skurs.
I wanted to hear Chase's opinion on that game. But after rounding it off, I got Minnesota as a W. But I want to hear your opinion on the Nebraska situation.
I'm always going to ride for the Skurs.
But it's at Wisconsin, so
Yeah, that's the only disadvantage, I think. I'll be honest. I have, as much as I want Nebraska to win, I've got
you got the
Nebraska
Badgers?
loss. I got the
Okay.
Badgers
I like
W.
that. That's the one I was really
Hopefully,
happy about.
I get proved wrong once again, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I think they've got a relatively easier schedule. No disrespect to the teams they're
If you
playing.
play in the Big Ten, pretty easy schedule to
We're
play Ohio
knocking
State
the
or
Big
Michigan.
Ten out
I
here,
mean,
man.
not
knocking the
in
Big
a
Ten.
year.
Not in a year,
Not
but
in a
right
year.
now they play
Yes,
that
yes,
that
knocking the Big
softball.
We're not going to be okay.
I mean-
I'll hop on the knock the Big Ten.
Sorry,
train.
forgive us SEC fans that we got to worry about every
There's
week
nothing
it's
like
a slaughter.
SEC football.
We're just used to good football.
Yeah,
That's what
you
I'm
know.
saying it's a slaughter fest. 12 games out
But
of the year.
you think Nebraska is gonna beat Wisconsin?
No, I think Wisconsin's
Oh,
beating
okay.
Nebraska.
See, I have Minnesota beating Wisconsin.
That's I
Gophers.
think the
They play
Gophers-
for a trophy. They
They
play for
do.
the.
See, I just
Some
don't
type
have
of
a whole
trophy.
lot of knowledge on that side.
Well, Minnesota and Wisconsin hate each other.
almost as
I mean,
bad as it's almost
they're,
it's
they're
almost
cold most of the year, so
Yeah.
I'd probably hate
Well, it's
somebody
about. It's
if I was
mostly
cold.
about drinking too.
Probably,
But
yeah.
I got Minnesota. I mean, 10-2.
You've been a couple times in Minnesota. haven't
Minnesota and Wisconsin
you?
both.
You've had
Yeah.
a fair share of
Shout out
both
to Duluth,
environments.
Minnesota, and Appleton, Wisconsin.
Do you know what it's like to be cold and drink a little bit?
Probably cold more than anything.
Yeah.
Hey, don't take your earmuffs off, boys.
But yeah, 10-2, ceiling 11-1. I think they can probably beat Minnesota, but I see them going 11-1 at their best. But 10-2 realistically, and
Yeah,
8-4 as a floor.
8-4. I think 8-4 is floor. Just
I can see them messing up in
strength
Illinois,
of schedule, honestly.
and I can see them messing up against at Purdue.
I like that. I agree with that.
I think they're going to go undefeated at home, except when they play Ohio State.
You know, I will say Ohio State getting rid of C.J. Stroud. I don't know who the backup quarterback is. If you know. That's always
It's
something.
a white kid, I think.
It's always someone I look at who's coming.
They'll be fine. It's like Alabama. They always get another guy.
Yeah.
You can't tell me a time was like Ohio State pulled up to a game and the quarterback wasn't A1.
Joe Burrow.
Well, he won a national championship at a real
jokes.
school.
All jokes. All
Real
jokes.
school. Go Tigers. But like think about it. Like Cardale
Go
Jones.
Tigers.
Cardale Jones came out of nowhere and was a dog. Dwayne Haskins, rest in peace, dog.
R.I.P. Bro.
C.J. Stroud, dog.
Dog.
I mean, they're all dogs. A lot of Ohio, honestly, is Ohio State quarterback university?
No. Yeah, would you say they are?
I mean, Joe Burrow came from there.
Mac Jones, Tua, Bryce Young, Jalen Hurts. 4 Alabama starting
Jalen Hurts, I consider him Oklahoma product now.
What did he just say?
I can say
Jalen Hurts is
you heard it here first.
Oklahoma.
He's an Oklahoma product.
Oh, my Lord.
He's been 4 years at Alabama.
He's an Oklahoma product.
He won them a national championship.
So is it Joe Burrow an Ohio State product?
No, he's an LSU.
No, he's LSU.
Well,
He didn't start
Won a
for
Heisman and
Ohio
national
State.
But hear me out. Hear me out. Hear
No,
me.
there's no here.
There's
Nobody.
no-
But he transferred, and he left there to get drafted. Right? He's an Oklahoma product.
Jalen Hurts could have easily been drafted even if he had stayed at Alabama.
He's an Oklahoma product.
Oh.
This man.
That's
He went to Lincoln Riley. Lincoln Riley whispered in his ear because he's a quarterback whisperer and got the job done. Now, did they go to the college football playoff and get absolutely smoked like a pack?
Yeah.
Yes, they did. 68 to 24.
Saban wouldn't let that happen.
You're right. Saban wouldn't let that happen because once again, he's not the quarterback whisperer. He's a quarterback. I'm gonna yell at you if you don't get the job done.
What do you mean? He's got 5 of them. If you don't get the job done,
He got
right,
like
just
6.
toss you in the
I
can.
think he has 6 of them, right? Nick.
Yeah.
And who's the
He's
starter
got
now?
6 now.
Oh,
well,
Miller.
that's at Alabama.
Monroe
He's
or
got
some
6.
other guy.
No, Alabama's 5.
Maybe we're gonna flip a coin before the season
No, he's
starts.
got 7. I'm pretty sure. Fact check me. I think he's got 6 at Alabama and 1 at LSU.
Yeah, he has 7. He has
I have to
7.
get my boy
Just
over here to
how-
start fact checking
Brian.
stuff.
Yeah, we need a designated fact checker somewhere.
Hey Jacob, you want to start fact checking some stuff?
Hey,
But
Hey,
that was a controversial topic. I think he's a product of Oklahoma.
yeah. I want to hear y'all's thoughts on that. If you think he's Alabama or Oklahoma product,
he's got to be Alabama.
I say Alabama.
He spent all of his time.
You're
you're
entitled to your own.
He spent 1 year at Oklahoma, right?
Joe Burrow spent 2 years at LSU.
I mean, it's not like he
Is a whole year the big difference?
But yeah, he's a starting quarterback at LSU.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't start.
So
at Ohio State.
if he would have won one at Oklahoma, would he be Oklahoma product at that point?
I think it is whatever you want to think, but I think your opinion's wrong.
That's why you're. Hey, to each of their own.
We
I based it off how many snaps he took. How many snaps did you take from Alabama?
He took the majority of the snaps at Alabama.
Well,
Not even a quarter were
he
taken.
got benched though at Alabama,
Yeah, and then wasn't it he got benched in the national championship game?
but then that whole next season he got benched.
Didn't he leave? I thought he left.
No, he had a whole season where he sat
Oh,
the bench.
yeah,
'Cause
you're
then
right, you're right,
remember,
'cause they never
SC championship scored a touchdown against Georgia.
Yeah, you're right.
Superman Cam Newton there.
Yeah, I do remember that. I remember that. You're right. I apologize for being wrong.
And that's why my opinion's right.
I just want you
Debatable.
to. At one point in this episode, we need to point out what that shirt means.
Oh,
Maybe not the explicit words it comes with, but
I think if you know, you know.
if you know, you know.
it's. I love the shirt.
There was-
It's
Go
a great
Tigers.
addition.
Speaking of, there was a shirt.
Play Nick.
There was a shirt at.
Hey, you might need to switch up the detergent. This one's fading a little bit.
Who made that?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, they were good.
I think it's a
But there was
Barstool
there was an LSU Tiger shirt at Omaha that it said "Shut up, Liver, it's game day," and I loved it, and I wanted to get it for you. I just didn't know where they got it.
I did it
But
in
if
the
you
first
look it up-
episode. I'm gonna do it again. Hell of a baseball team.
Great. I mean, Dylan.
Shout
Cruz
out
is
Omaha. Shout out to all the kids that go to GCU. That
Some
got
people-
him to Omaha.
Some people say I look like Dylan Cruz.
Hey,
sometimes.
Ray and Port, thanks for letting me come. And I'm sorry that Matt didn't get to watch his team win, but I did. It was a great experience. And
Just letting y'all know,
Go
on the
Vols.
slow pitch softball field, Matt is Tommy Tanks.
Matt is Tommy Tank.
Tommy Singles.
You gotta hit the Tommy every now and then.
He been hitting Tommy a lot lately.
But yeah, I mean, I think Wisconsin.
Yeah,
back to what we were talking
back to
about.
the
That was sorry, y'all. That was a bit.
That was a ramble for
I think Luke Fickell is gonna do good in his first year.
I think so too.
Is he gonna win the Big Ten? Probably not. Is he gonna have a great season?
I think he's got a shot.
He got a shot.
I think he's got a shot.
I think a lot of Badger fans are gonna be tickled to death. Drew, you're gonna be tickled to death by this 10-2 season.
He's a Vols fan right now, though.
He is.
He
I
just
put
switched
him
up.
on the bandwagon.
He
though.
said, hell with this, man. Let's go to the SEC.
Yeah, he knows real ball now.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, shout out to you, Drew. You're a Tennessee fan now.
About to catch his work in fantasy, though.
So I just looked it up. The Ohio State QB is Kyle McCord.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Why do Kyle
okay.
McCord? I was gonna say McLeod, but I knew it was something much.
yeah,
Close.
area.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be really good. He's also former high school teammates with Marvin Harrison Jr.
Hey, McLeod is that dude.
So they're gonna have that high school Kim.
That guy could catch
It's,
it.
Cloud
it's
nine.
gonna.
Cloud nine.
I think they're gonna have a season.
I think they're gonna be pretty decent.
I think they're gonna be pretty damn good.
We could probably see some.
I think next episode we need to go over Ohio State's schedule.
I mean, Ohio State's an exciting.
Probably gonna be
They've
11-1, 12-0.
come out of there.
so.
We'll hold off on that one. But I think they're a great program.
Oh, Ohio State?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean Urban
I don't
Meyer.
want to get off on a
you
ramble
know.
fest again like that.
Yeah.
Urban Meyer.
You want to go to the next segment?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Your hole. And you bogey
Thumbs
like
up?
8, and you shoot an 80. Yeah,
Shout,
we're
out
good.
to
We're good.
shout out my boy Heath.
Yeah,
Fact
shout out
checker
Heath.
back there.
He's,
Run the camera.
come
Get
on
in the
in,
camera,
come on
man.
in.
Get in the
Cameraman,
camera.
an official cameraman.
Yeah,
on now,
he's come
come on
on
now.
in.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like it. So what's our next segment? What are we getting into?
I think
What
we're
is-
going to talk about coaches.
Coaches that we're
we
excited
like?
to watch.
Coaches that we like, yeah, excited to watch.
Little Hugh
Freeze?
Hugh
Like that.
Auburn.
Tongue twister, isn't it?
Talked about him last episode a little bit, but
Little bit,
getting
touched
more
on it.
about this week.
Jack, what do you think? What are you thinking?
To be honest with you, don't know a whole lot about him. But if somebody else wants to take it away.
Oh, I was just talking about who your coach is.
Oh, I'm excited to watch. I've
Yeah.
got 4.
Okay.
I've got Nick Saban. Even though they went 10-2 last year, they definitely could have went 12-0. With the close loss to Tennessee and the close loss to LSU.
Shout out the boys.
I've got Josh Heupel.
Obviously, he's just a fun guy to watch.
It's the 10-2 record as well. The South Carolina one was just heartbreaking. Georgia, you had to expect that to happen. But this year, I'm excited to watch him and Nick Saban. Matt Rule, too. But the one I'm most excited to watch is primetime.
Everyone.
Deion Sanders.
Oh, prime time action right there.
Going to a Power 5 school, and I'm
Bringing
excited.
his boys with him?
Bringing his boys.
Him
We
being
talked about
him
last
being a former Cowboy. I'm excited.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I'm more of a
I like it.
Falcons guy.
I mean, he's probably better with the Falcons, but he was with the Cowboys at one point. But yeah, that's the 4 I'm excited to watch. What are we thinking?
I'm with you.
Falcons.
Those are all good coaches. Deion's, I'm up there with you. I think to see him, he skipped the whole group of 5. He went straight to the Power 5 because being at HBCU.
I genuinely, my bad. I didn't mean to.
No, I was finished, but being
I
at
think
HBCU,
he had have known something was in the works when he took the Colorado job.
Now I was watching a video of him talking. He holds them to a different level than I would think he would because of how active he was as a person.
You should have seen it. Dude, was that at Jackson State or was that at Colorado?
It was it was a video of Jackson State.
Yeah,
but it was
yeah.
talking about him coming to Colorado.
Okay.
But of how they're not allowed to have jewelry or anything like that.
Back plates aren't
He
allowed on
said
the
something
team.
about the
for the
players
cornerbacks.
following him is going to be a whole different environment or something. It's not going to be anything like what they've been through.
it's a culture change. for
Definitely huge culture change.
Now I've seen
Where
He even
where
holds
is
his
Jackson
sons.
State?
sure.
Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Jackson, Mississippi.
he even holds his sons to a different level.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, they might have the same last name, but he holds them the regular to everybody
They're
else.
not
be-
prime time.
Yeah.
I'll be 100% honest. I didn't think Shiloh was gonna go because he was kind of holding off. He hadn't committed or anything, and there was like speculation where he was like kind of like I wouldn't say pissed off at his dad, but upset that he was leaving Jackson State because he loved Jackson State so much. So I was thinking he was either gonna stay or go somewhere else. But
we started out South Carolina.
I didn't know that.
Started at South Carolina.
heard that.
Then he transferred to Jackson State. Now he's transferred again to Colorado. Shiloh started at Jackson State, then transferred to
Yeah.
Colorado. I mean,
Shiloh's the cornerback, right? Or the-
quarterback.
Quarterback.
Oh, Shiloh's the cornerback. Excuse me. Forgive me.
And Shadur's the quarterback.
Shadur's the quarterback, and then
Gotcha.
Travis
That's a
Hunter is the
It
athlete.
is
He
corner,
plays both.
quarter.
Travis Hunter's a dog.
Shakur? Is that how you say it?
Shadur.
Shadur.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about Shadur. Not about
That's
Shiloh.
I give you $20 you spell Shadur.
Well, we losing money on that bit. We're losing money on that bit.
Shedeur.
Fact check.
Well,
that one.
you no, he's gonna.
Shedeur.
I think it's an A.
Can I?
Try.
Hey,
Pete,
can we get a fact check?
on how to spell Shadur?
Shadur Sanders.
I think you're wrong. I think there's an A.
I think
in
there's
there.
an A
Hey,
in there.
I think it's DEA.
$1 to whoever
No, I think
counts
it's
how
no.
many times we say fact check.
Wait,
How long we gotta?
A.
No.
Oh,
No, there's
Wow.
there's a two.
Got it.
this
You
guy.
got it.
Okay.
The guy's legit.
No, there's no. I was off by
Well,
one letter.
you had an E in there.
Yeah,
though.
but there's
We thought it was
another
an A.
E. There's another
Yeah.
E. Yeah.
I will say if you're
Thank
you're coming in already talked about as a Heisman finalist, that means something. That means something. He's a dog. I think Colorado's gonna be fun to watch. We've talked about
Coming into the room as a Heisman.
yeah, we're talking about Colorado. So
And they're
much.
also a hard school to predict their schedule.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what they're going to bring with all the transfers, all the coaching staff changes.
Yeah.
I mean,
a lot of experience in that room though.
yeah,
so,
veteran presence. So it's going to be, and it's also Dion.
yeah.
They're going to be
Hell,
turned
They
all
got-
year.
their play is more like mood swings, like Tiger Woods' golf swing.
Tiger-
I think they'll be fun. I'm out there with them. Mine for me is Hugh Freeze.
Yeah.
You know, just the coming back from the SEC from his scandal with Ole Miss, going to Liberty, changing the program there, and then now the return.
Shout out Jay Hardy real quick.
The return to SEC. Hopefully
Big
he
Blue.
keeps his name out of any dirt at Auburn.
Kind of hard.
Kind of hard.
Kind of hard.
You know, it's a dirty school. Excuse me. I think they'll have like a 7-win
Matt's
season,
got
but I think they'll
PTSD
beat
with it.
somebody. Hugh Freeze will beat someone that we don't expect. I think he could beat Alabama or LSU. I think they're going to beat Ole Miss. Hot take. I think Hugh Freeze
think-
is going to get his revenge and beat
Yeah.
Ole Miss.
That'd be sweet.
You don't think Jackson Dart's in the Heisman running?
No.
Not a shot in hell. Have you seen him throw?
He doesn't. He just runs.
Yeah, exactly. I
Sorry, Isaac. I know
there's
you're listening.
there's other people I'd rather throw the ball than him.
When
And
there's somebody
he's-
coming
I
in
think
and
I
starts
think
running.
There's a long list. I think I might have a
He ain't
running back
holding the
before
pocket
him.
down,
No,
boys.
he's scared of the pocket.
Who is that dude that? Oh, what was his name, bro? From Kentucky, who's a receiver, and they put him at quarterback.
Oh,
When was it? When?
not Benny Snell. No.
No, it was
Heck no.
I didn't talk about though. Forget his name.
dog.
He was good. He was so good.
He could. Ole Miss could do. Nah, we're disrespect.
Well, Ole
disrespecting
Miss. Ole
too
Miss.
much.
So here's
We're
no offense. I
disrespecting Ole
mean,
Miss way too much.
no, I'm not trying to disrespect Ole Miss. I mean, Jackson Dart. And I've said this to. I stand by this. Jackson Dart's not the answer at quarterback. I honestly think he's
They got
overhyped.
that,
I think Spencer Sanders.
is that the 17-year-old?
No, he
That's the
just
guy from
transferred
Oklahoma
from
State,
Oklahoma
right?
State.
Oh,
I think
okay.
Spencer Sanders should be the starter. Obviously, I'm not there in practice nor
Dude,
the locker room.
I wish I knew more names because there
No.
was.
Ole Miss also got an LSU transfer, Walker Howard. He was a 5-star out of high school. Obviously, didn't play at LSU because of Jaden Daniels, and he's also good. But I think Spencer Sanders having that more veteran presence and played snaps of college football is the best option for Ole Miss. But once again, I'm not there in the locker room. I'm not there at practice.
Can someone look up their depth chart for quarterback?
Yeah, I think it's Walker Howard, Spencer Sanders,
Look up Ole Miss depth chart
and
for quarterback.
Jackson can't throw a ball dart.
Well, there's a guy that I personally got to watch, and I haven't heard much about him. He went to Montgomery Bell Academy. Dude's a stud quarterback.
Shout out to NBA.
Shout it. No. Beef. We beef with him. I think he's a stud though. He went to the.
They're all boys school too, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I feel for the kid because he went to the state championship 3 times and didn't win once.
Is that when McClay went on a three-peat? Little tear?
Well, we went on that. That was a tear, but
What were we thinking? Davin Winder?
hold on. Let me see.
We go Braden
Is
Waterman?
he might not even be
Walker
there still.
Howard? That's all I've got on their depth chart right now. But yeah, watching.
Oh,
Spencer
he might not
Sanders-
even be there, bro. What happened to him? He might
I
have.
remember
he might
watching
have. He
some
might have transferred. I
Oklahoma
don't know.
State games Just because of Jake McClure. From,
Yeah.
East Hamilton.
Shout out East
And
Ham,
Spencer
dude.
Sanders can play some ball.
Yeah.
No, he can. He can. That's what I said. That veteran presence, who's played in high pressure games. I mean, playing in the Oklahoma game. That's a big game every year.
Yeah.
That's a big rivalry game.
I'll say I'm
And
a Pokes guy. I'd rather like
Go
Pokes.
Pokes.
Go Pokes. And people call me a dart hater. I just don't think he's got it. I saw him last year against LSU,
I will
17-3. He left the gas pedal.
I will say a lot of them said the same thing about Matt Corral, and look how that turned out.
Yeah, it took him 5 years to get there.
Wow.
Well, he was
Valid
just a
point.
sophomore last year, right? But
Jackson
still,
Dart.
you gotta be developed.
Give him time,
You
yeah,
gotta be
but
developed by
with the transfer portal and stuff, there's no time for development.
Yeah.
And NIL, you better get yours before you get got.
I'm gonna get mine.
Shout out
before I get-
Marshawn Lynch.
I'm gonna get mine before I get got though.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
I just don't think Jackson Dart's the guy. I mean, a lot of Ole Miss fans
That should be
will
huge
hate on me,
shout-out.
but once again, Ole Miss fans don't know much.
Ole
Yeah.
Miss fan base.
They haven't won
Podcast.
anything in their life besides baseball, but
Baseball and was it women's archery?
rifling.
Rifle?
Air rifle.
Air rifling.
Yeah, so
Oh.
I mean, but we'll continue on. I mean,
Bye.
I hope. I mean, I love Lane Kiffin, but
We'll leave that
they're.
one up
I'll
to
tell you one
Chase.
thing. They're deceiving. They're a deceiving
Oh
team.
my gosh.
One weekend they'll look good. The other weekend they'll look like they should be in a group of 5. Better yet, FCS playing with University of Chattanooga. I mean,
Shout out Mox.
yeah.
Don't disrespect UTC like that.
Well,
They were up on Alabama at one point.
Oh,
We'll get
dude.
some footage from a Mox game this year.
Yeah.
We're going to Mox game. We're going to Mox game.
Shout out Finley.
Shout out.
Played many a ball game there.
I played there a couple times. Scenic City football. Let's go.
What coaches are you excited to watch, Will?
We covered all of mine.
We already did.
Yeah,
Okay,
covered-
I'm big on wanting to watch Hugh Freeze,
He Freeze. That's a big
and
one.
especially Dion, just because of Neon Dion, baby.
Yeah, of course.
I want to see
of
what
course.
Primetime has to show.
I
I want to see how Hugh Freeze does after Auburn's returning season,
Yeah,
because that was not much of a showing.
yeah.
You got Bo Nix just leaving.
Yeah. Go
Yeah,
to
Bo
Oregon.
Nix.
Which, no,
Hey, what do y'all think about Oregon this year?
Bo Nix returning.
I think
I
he's got
think
a good grip
Dan
on
Lanning
something.
second year.
I was talking to my pops. My pops
What did
loves
Dad
football.
say?
Or is this
No, this-
grandpa?
This is Grandpa.
Oh, this is Grandpa?
This is my mom's dad.
Okay, what did Grandpa say?
He said there's something to look out because I don't know, just Pops thinks they're doing pretty good.
Well,
Oregon, I mean,
And
I love Oregon with Spencer Webb passing away, which is very sad.
dude,
I
R.I.P.
think they're
R.I.P.
gonna have a little extra grit, something to prove.
Yeah.
let's go over their schedule real quick.
Oregon's?
Yeah, why not? We're talking about them. First game they play Texas Tech. What do y'all think they're gonna do there? I mean, I believe it's at home. Yeah, it's home. It's a home
I
game.
think we got a W there.
I think W.
W. I think so too.
Pat Mahomes ain't playing
Excuse me, it's
tonight.
at Lubbock. It's at Texas Tech. So I still think it's a dub. And then they play Hawaii.
Oh gosh, they got some cool jerseys. That's about it.
Where are
I
they playing
think,
Hawaii at?
Well, Oregon.
It's at Eugene, Oregon. So it's at home.
They're just
I think it's a dub.
Yeah,
I
I
think it's
got
a dub.
W.
I think Bo Nix is gonna have a great year. I think
it'd be a
Bo
more
Nix.
fun game at Hawaii.
Honestly, Bo Nix is gonna be kind of an underrated Heisman pick.
call
Well,
me
he was in the
crazy
running
about-
last year.
Yeah, but I
kinda
think he's
compare-
gonna-
Which was absurd.
With all the names this year, I think he's gonna go under the radar a little bit.
I kind of compare Bo Nix to Will Levis.
Oh
in a
yeah,
way.
Yeah, yeah.
a little bit.
he's really good, but overrated at the same time.
Yeah.
He had some nice games with
Some
Auburn. I didn't
flashes-
watch a whole
flashes.
lot.
Auburn, he was like Jackson Dart.
I
Can't
didn't-
throw the ball.
I didn't watch a whole lot of Oregon games last year.
He's a
the
mile
only,
away.
the only Oregon game I got to watch because I really wasn't paying attention to Oregon, especially it was the Oregon-Georgia game, and that's just a bad game to judge.
That was a slaughter.
Bad
I really
game to
haven't
judge.
watched
Georgia's
much.
just-
I
Georgia's
haven't really
different
watched
breed last
much
year.
Oregon football since Mariota was there.
Yeah.
That's like the really last.
Well,
time
like,
I was
if
there.
you're, I mean, I'd say if you're here, I mean, it's almost midnight when their games are coming on, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
really hard to watch.
Yeah, I feel like every time I watch an Oregon game, I'm late in the sheets, and it's 12:30 at night.
Yeah.
The third game, this actually gonna be a good one. Dion, Colorado at
Everything-
Oregon.
I think is no, I had
I feel like that'd be a game to watch. What time they play?
They haven't come out with times yet.
Well, I'd say if it's about 7 o'clock, you come over to the Campbell Estates. We can cook some dogs.
But I think that's gonna be a good game.
I like that.
Prime time versus Oregon. I mean Nike versus
We've talked
prime
about
time.
Colorado so much. This might be a Colorado podcast. Here.
Yeah, we might be.
Big Dion.
Colorado
guys.
scares.
Yeah. And then the fourth game, Stanford. I think they'll win that one with ease. Fifth game, Washington, the Huskies.
Dude, dogs got it in the bag.
It's at Seattle. I mean, it's at home.
I ride so hard for the dogs, man. I love them. Shout out my boys in Linden, Washington.
And then they
shout out the dogs first off. Michael Penix is him. I mean, he was one of the top, if not the top-rated quarterbacks.
Who was the
in NCAA.
player that came out of there that in the combine ran the fastest?
John Ross.
John
Ross.
Didn't wear the
Dante-
Adidas, so he
He
didn't
is
win.
now retired, actually.
Yeah.
Already?
He was injured so much.
Yep.
Shout out Dante Pettis.
Y'all want to hear
Dante
a
Pettis is
fun
dog.
stat about football players today? I read Stetson Bennett.
The mailman.
His former teammate, Shoney Michel,
I saw that.
retired this year.
Yeah. All right.
In the time of Stetson
Oh.
Bennett getting drafted and Shoney Michel retiring, so Shoney has won 2 Super Bowls, had 4 different NFL teams, and retired before he took a football snap
Yeah.
in the NFL. That's how old Stetson Bennett is.
The mailman.
He's a damn
The
near uncle.
mailman.
Wow.
Dude,
I saw that. I was like,
someone
that
needs to
just can't be
hire.
right.
Someone needs to draft that officer who tackled Stetson Bennett.
Put him on the line.
bushes. Hey, go
The
and
guy's
put him-
got good form.
Hey, dude, tackle his butt into the damn bushes.
Then after Washington, they play Washington State, back-to-back weeks of Washington. This one is at Eugene, Oregon. And then after that, they got Utah. Shout the Mutes.
Riding for the Mutes, bro.
And then after that, they play Cal Berkeley.
W.
And then USC,
W.
ASU,
So they got
W.
AS. No,
and then Oregon State. They kind of have
They
a,
got a pretty easier schedule.
but they got a schedule full of I mean, that Washington,
Dude,
Colorado,
we can talk about Washington all we want.
Utah, and USC game,
You like Washington?
and Oregon State game. Those are gonna be some big games. I mean, with DJ from Clemson transferring to Oregon State, Corvallis might be jumping this year.
Yeah.
Shout out Corvallis. Don't know anybody out there, but
Someone needs to buy a Greyhound bus ticket.
I don't know. But I mean, DJ's one of those quarterbacks that Jackson Dart don't want to throw the ball.
I think I got
Is that the guy with the hard last name? Ugalele or something?
Ugadala, yeah.
I got
more letters
into
than the jersey
a
has space.
conversation
Yeah.
with another LSU fan, just talking about changes of scenery. How Joe Milton from Michigan, Tennessee,
Yeah. Oh, that helps.
your boy, Jaden.
Yeah, change the scenery helps.
Yeah, I think it will fit him well.
Yeah, I think it will. I think Trevor Lawrence is the quarterback after him. But now we got Cade Kublik, I think his name is.
We might have to cut that out.
The guy's actually really good.
He is.
He was the one who played
He-
the bowl game, right?
Yeah, but he got tossed around. You could tell that he was still in that high school weight. He's getting tossed around.
Yeah, but he
He'll
By
get
showed
who?
some potential.
Who's getting
Yeah.
tossed around by? Who's getting tossed around by?
Dude,
Just go ahead and say it.
These
The
Tennessee
Vols.
Vols. That's what I'm saying. These Tennessee Vols fans, they have been. The team's been so
I
awful
think-
the last
I think
23
we need to make
years.
it known every episode. I need you to say what you said last episode.
No, you only
What
get that
did you
one
say?
time.
Say
You
it
only
one
get
more
that
time.
The Vols are back.
You only get that one
Tennessee
time.
football is back.
Hey. Say it again.
No,
Tim
we're done.
Tebow.
We're done. No more. We don't want to jinx us because we're gonna probably go like
Yeah, we're going
6-6
4-8 this
now.
year.
That's the prayer.
No, I not
Hey.
to shine the light on the Vols, but when you got the season like we had last year, which was not expected, I predicted 8-4, 9-3 when we were doing that last year. To go 10-2 was awesome.
You're tickled, aren't you?
Even if we got beat by South Carolina, that hurts. 10-2 is still great. A bowl win's still great.
No matter if South Carolina's good or Tennessee's good, that's always a game to watch.
Yeah,
It's
100%.
always.
100%. But
It's just SEC
It's just
football.
SEC
It's fun to
football.
watch.
That's what I'm saying. Get your blood
Yeah, see.
boiling.
It's-
Listen, I'm gonna tell you one thing. This podcast is not gonna be for the Big Ten lovers, the Big 12 lovers,
I think
the Pac-12
I like
lovers,
Big 12.
the ACC lovers. Because I'm gonna be honest with you,
I like Big 12.
all you other conferences
listen to
are just
him.
want to be SEC conferences.
Don't
saying-
listen to him.
At the end of the
SEC
day,
dog-
he might
dogs.
not be wrong.
The SEC is where it's
Dogs.
at.
I like college football. I'm
I do
a
love
college football
We're the best
guy.
in college football. We're the best in baseball, not basketball, but we're the best in baseball.
We ain't got the basketball.
Yeah, we haven't got the
Shout out the dogs out of Connecticut, bro.
the Huskies out of Connecticut.
I mean, I just want to say something real quick. And if you, I think you were in that bracket, weren't you? Were you in that bracket? I just want to. I won that bracket. I was
came in
first
third.
place. Nobody paid up. Nobody freaking paid up. I had 2 people pay me up out of what, 10 people, 11 people.
Bro,
I'm still waiting for that
There
$10
was
from
no-
my
Hold on,
no.
did we
you better get a
do
Venmo
that?
request.
Yes, yes.
There's
We
no
said-
knowledge.
You remember
if I had to
Brady
pay
said
anybody.
Brady said $10 buy-in for each bracket.
Well,
They're not too.
Ain't that good?
I just want to say I'm still waiting for those payments on Venmo from.
You're gonna be waiting a long
You ain't
time.
gonna see a red cent.
I give you a handshake.
I will
and a
spam
hug.
y'all's Venmo with requests.
All right, do it.
From here on out.
Do it.
Kill him, Heath.
Cameraman's thirsty back there.
I don't even. What were we were talking about Oregon.
We're
We got
talking about
out of 10.
Oregon. We're talking about Oregon. I think they're gonna be great.
I think ceiling
I think they could go
10-2.
9-3 for me. Ceiling 10-2.
Yeah.
I think
I'm with the 9-3 thing.
I think they're gonna have a hard time in Seattle, Washington, playing them Huskies.
Shout out the Huskies.
I think they're gonna have a hard time with the former Heisman winner Caleb Williams, and I think they'll drop a game to someone they should drop.
I'm
a game
excited to
to
watch him play.
I also want to shout this out too. Me and my boy Carter, big Dogs fan, big Huskies guy. We've got a deal that I'm gonna get a yacht.
Oh,
Who's that? Is that you squeaking?
he's shaking
That's
his
you
leg,
squeaking.
probably.
All right. Anyways, I'm gonna get a yacht before we play Washington like 2029, 2020.
You're getting a yacht,
Like
yeah.
a full-size boat.
There's only 3 stadiums where you can.
like a boat the size of this house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, when you
There's
get
only
one
3
in.
stadiums in college football where you can come up on boat. It's Tennessee, Washington, and Baylor. So I'm gonna go to Washington with him. We're gonna chill on his boat, pull up to the stadium, and then next year he's gonna come to Tennessee and pull up on my boat. We're gonna go to the stadium and enjoy it. Y'all are more than welcome to join
We
me.
can get on this later on, but how are you going to get a yacht?
We're
We're
gonna
gonna
figure
pull
that
up
out.
the Vol Navy.
We're gonna
on a
Vol
John
Navy.
boat.
I'm fine
That's
with
what I'm
that.
saying.
Okay, well-
Tiller handle.
I love it.
But if y'all want to join my yacht club, go ahead.
Of course. I mean,
But-
the Redneck Yacht Club.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna be out there in
Shout
a
out Craig
pontoon.
Morgan.
Yeah. But yeah, we're rambling tonight. My fault.
Yeah, we're off track. Let's get back on track.
There's
It's more
one.
fun. We're off topic.
Yeah. There's one segment I want to talk about
Yeah, so
that was actually suggested.
shoot the breeze.
Best game day atmospheres y'all have ever been in. And I don't even want to just limit this to college football. It can be anything.
I don't have enough experience to
Really?
tack on that. I've just been to Neyland.
Not even Udall East Sam.
That's
They're not gonna
football,
understand
brother.
that. So
You know, I mean, Neyland is great, but I mean, I am going to a Cowboys game in October, so
Are you going to Dallas?
I am. Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Arlington. It's gonna be
Jerry's
good.
World.
I mean, it's
Who they play?
shit. I don't know. Fuck. I have to look at it.
This guy's a true fan. No.
Okay.
Die
Okay, we're
hard.
going back. Game day
I
environment.
don't have enough
I have
experience
3
for that.
that I remember by heart.
All right, let's hear
Matt's gonna love one.
it. Is it Tennessee LSU?
No, like the environment of you showing up to the stadium on game day. Is that what you're talking about?
I was
Or like talking big game.
big
Just-
game
just-
like
just-
atmosphere.
Just atmosphere.
Yeah.
The biggest game I probably thought of me going to is I went to the Cotton Bowl of LSU Ole Miss. It was 9 o'clock at night. I showed up at the stadium 7 in the morning. These frat guys were rolling a keg across the road. And I was like, today is going to be a day.
It is the Rams, by the way.
Nice.
Playing the Rams.
But me and Dad, one of my buddies, we just walked through there. Very nice people. People were handing me bowls of jambalaya because you just got to tell them.
You
That dude
cannot
over there
beat that.
told me that,
You got the food.
no, they ain't got the food. You got to tell them it's better than theirs.
Oh.
And he's like, no, mine's better. And I was like, all right, let me get some of that jambalaya.
And
boy
it's,
Will
just,
has-
it's just on and on from there.
No, I didn't buy one beer. I did not buy one thing of food. They were just handing that thing out.
That's
Pretty
what
much free.
I told him about Omaha and how I was just getting
They treat you.
yeah.
And then also, the other
When you got it,
stadium,
you got it.
the other stadium always like that is Jacksonville State.
Wow.
Okay, we're going
I
to
like that.
FCS.
FCS,
Okay,
I like
we're
that.
changing. Well, now they're group of 5.
I'm gonna pause right there. Since hanging out with Matt, I've kind of learned to like LSU.
LSU, I like LSU.
They're nice people. They're good
Bunch
at
of
sports.
dogs.
They're fun to
Except
watch.
when they're playing the boys in the orange.
It's just and it's a good
Just hospital fan base.
a good
It's
school to
something you
watch.
gotta- you
They'll
gotta
always give you an
experience.
exciting game.
Yeah.
I mean,
Other
basketball
than
maybe
from
not, but
our hometown, it takes
I
about
Other
can't
than that,
stand
10 hours to get there. But
8 if you're
count.
moving.
but
It's-
at Jacksonville
it's fun
State,
to
it was the
watch.
same way. They love them cocks. But
sure.
Let's Gamecocks. Let's
The
reiterate.
Gamecocks, please.
Gamecocks. We'll reiterate on that.
throw them up. But they're very welcoming people. It was a good time.
Yeah, I can't really give a whole lot into this game day.
No, what's your
I
third?
haven't been a lot of places.
Let's go Neyland. Neyland at night.
Yeah,
God, that
I
is
love it.
crazy.
Neil and nice. The one game I don't mean my bad. I was interrupting.
No, nothing's better than
Yeah.
a good tailgate at Neyland.
The one game I wish I would have gone to last year was Tennessee Kentucky. Blackout. That was sweet. Did you go to that?
I didn't know. I was at the Akron game.
Okay.
Hey, go Zips.
Yeah.
You can't say you weren't at one of the best games.
I was
you
I was
gotta-
at that game.
That's
I mean,
got to be the best atmosphere.
For Tennessee fans, the game of their life.
I didn't get much to watch when I was growing up though. But yeah, that was probably number one.
See, our
Yeah,
parents
it
go
has to
through
be.
the Tennessee, and they're like, "Oh yeah, like through high school."
Well,
Tennessee.
Matt was alive in '98. We weren't.
Matt's an old geezer.
Dude, that's crazy actually.
But then there's like,
He was born in '99.
like when you get to the part in your life where you remember of like loving the Vols. This is the first time.
We had a little glimmer with Butch Jones. That was about it.
Oh, with Dobbs. It's
I
very
will-
bad.
Bribe
I do
bread.
want to. I want to give one of my favorite game day atmospheres real
Do
quick. If you don't mind talking about
Shoot
that.
your breeze.
The first game after Butch Jones got fired, we play LSU in Neyland. It was the Rain Bowl. It was poured-
I was at the game, the
It was
tsunami
pouring
game.
down rain.
Yeah.
That game was so much fun. Just being there in the rain. It was November. It was freezing. It was a lot of fun. I got to meet Juwan Jennings because he was kicked off the team at the time.
Jamal Adams was at the game for LSU.
Yeah.
Why with the LSU?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he was there. He walked the team out. Also, shout out Jaden Hostler. He was at the game with me.
I didn't know that.
Little
With
JX10.
LSU?
Yeah. But that game was a lot of fun. Just we got beat. You couldn't throw the ball really. When the rain.
They did get that tail smacked.
But it was. I got a
There's a lot of those
T-shirt.
back in the day.
I got a T-shirt that said "That Butch is gone," which was fire. $10. Someone was selling them. It was a great game.
One of them
It
nice
was.
people on the
I think
side
it
of
was
the road.
30-10.
It was the only I remember
knows.
Marquez Callaway caught a touchdown pass.
Yeah,
I don't know
remember-
how it was pouring out. I don't know how. they
One
threw
thing
it.
that I remember from that game too is at halftime, it's pouring rain. And you know, a lot of times like teams come out, they just come out. At halftime, for some odd reason, this is the only time I've ever seen it. The Tennessee team came out with flags. Like their players were running with flags out of their tunnel.
I think it was. I
Remember that?
I do
They
remember.
came out charging. Everyone was like, "Whoa!" They started getting turned. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's raining and it's about 32
it was
degrees.
a fun game,
It was in
dude.
October, I believe, too.
It was October, November.
I think I remember that.
I think it was in October.
it was either
snowing, man.
October
Because I think
or
my
beginning of
power
November.
went out.
Because my phone got so wet that it broke.
I wore a windbreaker.
Y'all were
Thinking-
both there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was there. I was there. It was
Wow.
me, Jaden,
I wasn't
Avery,
with him, but-
and you, Caleb. That's 4.
Corvette?
Yeah.
It was a
Wow.
fun game.
It was a great game too. Because also it rained so much that at the brick there's like those little gaps of like hole where
Yeah.
it's for drain.
It was.
It was like flooding
It was
bad.
crazy.
And then also before the game, one of the LSU players grabbed the goalpost and like it bent down.
I do
remember that?
I do remember that. Yeah.
Like he bent it down, so they had to get out there and
Yeah.
level it and all this
Wow.
I
stuff.
do remember that.
It was actually kind of a game full of stuff that went wrong.
It wasn't
Yeah.
a close game, but it was an exciting
Like
game.
I remember
it was
also
exciting.
the
I'm saying,
kickoff
after
to the
reshaping
second
the
half.
whole post.
The kickoff to the second
That's
half.
a lot of stuff.
The guy
ball
couldn't
out
see the
there.
ball and it went behind him.
Yeah, it was raining. Like it was literally raining so hard that
He kicked the ball. He couldn't see the ball, so he ran up, and the ball landed behind him.
Yeah, I don't know how they still played that
I know it's
game.
a little off topic.
That's football weather, right?
Yeah,
there.
that was crazy.
I know you remember this. Kickball Thursday night. Lady was in the outfield.
Oh god.
Kicked it straight through her arm.
It's
good.
It's good.
It's good.
Shout out Jack Julian.
That dude's
No, dude, Jack Julian's double dance. He shot the bag, and then he grabbed his foot. He started like.
yeah.
Shout out Jack Julian.
Yeah.
Maybe we might have Jack Julian for NTSU Raiders on the pod.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Oh,
But
we can bring him in for the baseball podcast. as
Yeah.
well.
yeah,
P.O.
that game was fun, dude. But yeah, I think for me it's either that Tennessee Bama or I went to Game 4 of the College World Series, or not College World Series, Chicago Cubs World Series. I'm a big Cubs guy.
Oh gosh, I bet that was great.
We lost, but it was phenomenal. And me and my dad were tempted. If I didn't have football practice Sunday, we were gonna just buy tickets because they dropped like $1,000, and we we're gonna stay another day, go to Game 5, and that's when they turned it around.
We're talking about baseball as well. I was at Game 4 of the Braves World Series.
At Truist?
Yeah.
Wow.
Shout out Braves.
For me,
Shout out. Hold on, real quick. My bad.
It's all good.
I just want to say, Cubs are hot right now. Cubs beat the Braves today.
Oh my God.
Cubs beat the Braves today. Dansby had a 2-run knock, dude.
Tomorrow they're gonna get whooped. Calling it now.
Rubber match tomorrow.
Calling it now. Next time the podcast, we'll go over the game. But
It's gonna be like a long time.
Keep on chopping, y'all.
But all right.
But
enough of that. Enough of
for
that.
me,
Yeah.
for
Oh, yeah,
me,
man.
you know, living in Tennessee and obviously not being as accessible, for me, 2015, LSU played Alabama. LSU lost in overtime. But that was a great time. Spent the whole day outside of Tiger Stadium. Death Valley is always going to be number one for me as an LSU fan. But living in Tennessee and being so close to Knoxville, 2-hour drive, made many trips to old Knoxville, the Dirty K. And Neyland is a great time from start to finish.
Sounds different.
Yeah, it's just also like you got buddies. You might not agree with the culture, but
Big
You're gonna
shout
have
out.
fun.
you're gonna have fun.
Big shout out to Knox.
Yeah,
For
shout out to
the
Knox Pridmore,
hospitality.
the hospitality, giving us a
Hey, we
couch.
can't leave Logan out there.
Yeah, Logan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Logan,
shout out to
Noah.
Knox's roommates for
Also, Hammett.
Oh,
Shout out
oh Hammett,
Patrick.
Patrick. Shout out to Patrick
All the
Biddle.
boys, man.
All the boys that went to
Always
Knox.
very welcoming.
All
letting us
alumni
in
of the
student section,
UTK.
Giving us a good time afterwards.
But Neyland, and this year I'm going to Oxford. I'm not looking forward to it.
Oxford's okay. Oh,
Hey,
I'm not looking forward to
don't
it
say you're
because
not looking forward to it. Just make sure you
No,
get
it's
us some
fine.
footage.
yeah, I'm gonna get some footage, but like I'm just this Grove. First off, this Grove thing saying the Grove is a great.
This
It's
guy
not.
hates
Isaac
Ole
speaks
Miss.
highly of it.
this guy hates Ole Miss.
I hate Ole Miss.
guy hates-
Old Piss can die in hell.
Better
Um,
better
I
wear
like
your
Ole
good
Miss.
shame because I hear it's haunted.
I like Ole Miss, but I like us.
so I'm gonna go to
I have
Oxford
nothing
to see what
against
it's
Ole
like.
Miss. I would love to go.
See what it's like. I got a guy that's taking me. He's a big old Piss fan. It's gonna be a great time.
Yeah. The only Ole Miss game I've ever been to was the year after COVID when they only had like 45% capacity, and that was the game where Lane Kiffin threw the clipboard in the air.
Oh, for Elijah Moore's touchdown.
Yeah, that was a fun game. They beat South Carolina.
I'm just letting y'all know if I go, I'm bringing my mustard.
You're what?
Throw it on there.
Oh, you're
Bring
must.
a pocket full of range balls as well.
I got a pocket full
Somebody's
of
getting
sunshine.
beamed with a range ball.
What's that yellow ball doing on the field?
Yeah, it's going 95 down.
They're
the
gonna know
road.
exactly it's a Tennessee fan right away when someone throws that ball on that field.
Can we talk about how Tennessee fans are hostile?
You know that's off topic.
That's off topic. Okay.
I don't want to hear that.
No one's
I
making
mean,
noise.
we can talk about LSU fans being hostile too.
We can talk about.
That's me.
Yeah.
That's me.
I think a good thing to talk about is the murder of baseballs that Dylan Cruz has incorporated.
Oh, Tommy.
That's not right. I mean,
Can we talk about Jordan Thompson?
Can we not? Actually, no. He went like
the guy's
2 for 4.
The guy's
last
glove
game.
is faulty
I-
too.
Yeah. I
Um,
will say it was cool from game 2 getting booed out of that stadium and him getting benched to standing ovation game 3 and hitting that big knock. It was sweet. So, yeah, I'm seeing it. Well, what else we got to talk about? Is that it?
I think we've.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Well, we're gonna end this episode on a good note. We rambled a lot this episode.
A lot of fun though.
It's always a good time when everybody starts rambling. Though.
Yeah, these are preseason episodes. Bear with us.
We're gonna have
We're
a
just
lot.
having fun.
Yeah.
Once again, please put something in comments. Instagram, DM the Instagram account, TikTok account,
Slide in
Twitter
them
account.
DMs.
Let us know what you think. Give us feedback, positive or negative. We'll take it. My name is Matthew Linden.
My name's Chase Roberts.
I'm Jackson Stone.
I'm Will Campbell.
Yeah.
And we appreciate y'all watching. We also want to give a shout out to Will's.
My Grammy, she started making us some cups.
Yeah, I'm pumped up about it.
They're pretty dope. Pretty
I'm
dope.
excited. I'm gonna be gone for a week, so we record this a little early. We never know what's gonna happen this next week. If there's gonna be more realignment, Pac-12 might not be a thing here in a week.
It's Saturday, August 5th right now. Trying to get ahead of time.
Never
But
know what's gonna happen.
We'll
but
still keep the Instagram and TikTok rolling.
popping. It's gonna be popping.
We'll
So.
keep you updated.
Yeah.
And we appreciate all the viewers from the first
Thank you.
episode
Yeah, it was
that
great.
came out. All 74 of you, I believe there is.
78 right now.
78.
Hey.
Thank you for the subscribers too.
Appreciate it.
Shout out
Share
to
this-
Miss Wendy.
Hey, shout it to your friends.
Yeah.
It gives us motivation. We're gonna do it regardless, but
We're gonna have fun.
it's
We're
a
having
little
fun
extra
with
motivation.
it.
It's
Yeah.
a blast for all of us.
So appreciate it. Thank you.